gram-negative rods.
They're gram-negative rods. They're oxidase negative. What else?
Mostly opportunistic or forget GI. Some.
Most of them are what? Do they move around or not move around?
Modal.
Meat.
Most are modal. They reduce nitrates to nitrites. They ferment glucose. They're oxidase negative. They are gram-negative rods. Even though a couple of them do look like Coccobacillus, they are still rods. Which ones are non-modal?
We learned about.
There's only 3 that are modal.
3 that are non-modal.
Oh,
Yeah.
What are they?
oh,
Klebsiella.
the ratio. One of the last ones we just talked about, Yersinia.
Yeah.
Shigella. You said the other one, Stephanie.
Awesome.
Klebsiella, Shigella, Yersinia. Primarily non-modal. Again, there are a couple of species of Yersinia. If you get them cold, they get happy to move around some, but primarily these are non-modal. The most common cause of UTIs.
E. coli?
E. coli.
Okay, I knew that one at
Love
That's
that.
why I like this one.
Did you make this?
Yeah.
Awesome.
What disease is caused by enterotoxigenic E. coli, also called E-tech?
1575.
Bam.
She said.
Yes.
Diarrhea.
Also called Teresta, also called Montezuma's Revenge.
Funny.
Let's get all that.
This is the required luggage to travel in Mexico.
Yeah, don't drink the water.
What are the characteristics of Proteus?
Worms.
Primarily swarmers?
Drink chocolate.
Apparently, it has a lot of fun, according to this.
Textbook is the burnt tar, yeah.
H2S positive?
That as well.
Have positive.
Proteus providencia morganella for the PAD. Non-lactose fermenters, H2S positive. Swarmers, distinctive odor they call burnt chocolate. Which I think we can all disagree with that.
Yes.
It is foul, it is not burnt chocolate.
It's a gagger.
No, that's one stinky bird, the other guys don't hang out with them.
Mm-hmm.
How do you tell Mirabilis from Vulgaris?
VIP.
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 Vulgaris and low positive.
Vulgaris endopositive.
Yeah.
Yay! What's Donner?
First of all, what's the name of the dog?
Cerberus.
I don't know.
Cerebus.
How do you
What
know
are
that?
our 3 primary pathogens?
It's a demon dog
Salmonella.
cartel.
Is it a cartoon?
No, it's like a real thing
I think I heard all
in
of it.
religion. So,
It's a religion.
like in the Christian
There we
religion.
go.
Cerberus.
I don't know about that.
Salmonella, Shigella, Yersinia.
Grew up in it, had no idea.
I was gonna say, most people don't teach about
What disease
hell
is
and
caused
what
by
happens in hell.
Salmonella
They're just like,
enterica?
you don't want to go there.
Right.
It's chickens.
This chicken is so undercooked. It's
Disease
Gilvic. That's hilarious.
Come on, what's caused by enterica?
Food
What's
poisoning.
Salmonella give you?
Food poisoning.
Gastroenteritis?
Yes.
Hey.
Food poisoning.
Yay!
Gastroenteritis. Explosive diarrhea.
Oh, come on, man. Why would you put that on there? Except for eggs.
Occasionally with vomiting, but always with diarrhea.
I've had food poisoning with vomiting.
Yeah.
It was really bad.
At the same time?
Yeah.
What are the 4 species of Shigella?
Oh,
Salmonella.
the Group
Not-
A, B, C, and D.
Better know more than that.
I'm not wrong.
Dysenteriae, Flexneri, Boydii, Sonii, and know the groups that go with them. A, B, C, D.
Sony takes DVDs.
What disease is caused by Shigella?
Oh.
The sensory.
It's not called Shigella. That's the name of the organism.
Okay, what?
Causes dysentery, diarrhea, but
Everything makes.
Shigellosis, also called dysentery.
Shigellosis.
I just didn't remember
I believe that I have
dysentery.
afternoons.
It looks like my stepdad's baby.
That's Jason as a baby, you know it. Oh.
Okay. Bubonic. Bubonic. 9 and
2000, I'm offended.
This is the band Yersinia pestis from Germany.
Nice.
That's really a band?
Yeah.
We're a heavy metal band in Germany.
I had no idea.
Yersinia pestis.
Where are they from?
Germany. I mean, don't they look heavy metal?
Yeah.
Maybe partially.
More like, I'm gonna kill you in the woods. Like,
I'm gonna kill
They're
you.
they're either a heavy metal band or a militant white supremacist. I'm not sure which, but
I don't know. I've seen scarier looking white people's
It's definitely a
map.
toss up.
I thought those were tax take from their jackets and I find out that those actually trees.
Sometimes we're tassels.
they're not tassels. That would be a 70s folk group if they were wearing jackets with tassels.
That's hilarious.
Bubo.
Oh no.
What is a bubo?
It's that growth. It's your inflamed lymph nodes.
Yes, it's from the bubonic plague. The cyst.
You'll love this next picture.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh.
Those are buboes.
That looks horrible. Ugh.
It leaks
Yeah.
this bloody black fluid. It's swollen. It's dark. The classic sign for bubonic plague was the appearance of buboes.
At that stage, will still be treated?
Yes. At this stage, it is still treatable, but you don't have much time left.
So back then, did they just cut it open and let it drain?
You better not, because then you're going to give it to everybody within 100 feet,
Ooh.
releasing all the infection in. Back then, once you got this, you died, so it doesn't matter. No
Right.
draining is going to save you.
People just developed
They
a.
have antibiotics. This is a death sentence.
Don't eat yellow snow.
Yeah.
Different one. There's another one I said was notorious just for being yellow. Not
Oh.
Yolkinella, but that one is as well.
I remember it was one you
This
said
one
the
is
other
no
day.
longer an Enterobacter. It has its own name now.
Yeah, it was. You said it was reclassified.
No.
I remember it from
Any other guesses?
Tuesday. No.
No, it was a while ago.
Oh.
Pantaleia glomerans.
Pantaleia.
This poor girl got a Pantaleia infection in her skin, and it took them a long time to diagnose it, and it actually started getting pretty ugly. Luckily, once they finally figured out what the cause of the agent was, they cleared her up. But as you see, it spread under the layer of the epidermis and swelled the whole side of her head up.
Mm-hmm.
What is a distinctive characteristic of serratia?
It's red pigment.
Bright brick red pigment. Darren, what did I tell you it was used for?
Oh, the paintings. When they do the.
Art.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Whoa.
That's awesome.
The red ink in this agar is serratia.
That's awesome.
Talent.
How do they keep it from spreading?
You don't use Proteus.
Okay. Well, I mean, I know that, but
This was the winning entry in 2016, I think.
You know how big the prize pool is?
So I have no idea. And it may be nothing, it may just be for fun. But that, I mean, that blows me away.
That is
I'm blown away.
beautiful.
That is what, 7 to 8 different types of bacteria, probably put down with like a needle pinprick
okay.
applicator to do that.
Because that's what I was wondering. Those lines are
But
really
think about it,
crisp.
you're painting this completely blind. You can't even see it until tomorrow.
Yeah.
That's impressive.
I mean, you can kind of like glance at it in the light.
If you're good at art, you'll know what you're
You can see where you put it, but you don't know the color of the paint until tomorrow.
Oh. Well, I mean, you should know.
What's the Ceratype?
They like it just above room temperature.
What is it,
This
Stephanie?
one's not
I got
0157H7, is it?
Real quick.
Oh, it is.
Yeah, because of hemorrhagic. That's right, you're right.
Oh,
The blood in the stool.
Oh, yeah. Oh.
0157H7.
That is one you have to remember for the E. coli.
Cause that one's the
That is
worst
the only
one.
real purpose for McCarthy was sorbitol. 0157H7, enterohemorrhagic. And the statement on the bottom of that picture is actually fairly accurate.
Something they all have in common.
Who's they?
Not the people. The picture is there because Slayer is always relevant.
Okay.
But
What were
these organisms, what do they all have in common?
Water,
Pooping.
diarrhea.
Good answer.
Mama Mia, Papa Peace. Daddy.
That is a characteristic all of these organisms share. That is why it is so common for us to get these watery cups of poop in micro, because all of them call this. And when we start, there's no telling which one you're going to find.
How do you collect it?
They put
You
a.
hand them a cup and say, "Go poop in this."
Mm-hmm.
I thought there was like a plastic thing you put over the
Well,
toilet.
it's actually a plastic sombrero you put in there, let them poop in the sombrero, and then they're different as that. I ain't.
Or a CNA
So I
is.
feel bad for
Once
the
somebody's
next
just
one.
lazy enough to do that. and
Nah,
just, like,
they chose that
scoop it in.
profession.
I did that with Caleb, and he was infant, and I had put saran wrap in his diaper, so it wouldn't get into his diaper, and then start taking it out, so it's like water.
The problem you have with young children, how are you going to get them to poop into a cup? You can't even put them up on a toilet and have them poop into a hat yet. Now you're trying to collect out of a diaper or something which is contaminated as soon as you get it. Haley said she put saran wrap in it. Well, saran wrap is not sterile. That is the difficulty. Childhood diarrhea is you're not getting a good sample. Your best bet is for the doctor to go in with a swab and bring you a swab. That's the only way you're going to get anything sterile. But of course, that's kind of traumatic, and they don't like to do that.
I'm sure.
You're going to get samples out of
They did
diapers,
my
which
dog.
means when you first look at this plate, there's no telling what's there, but you should still be able to pick out those pathogens. You're still looking for those clear colonies. And let's be honest, in young children, most of the time it's viral anyway, so you're not going to grow it regardless. But that is one thing to remember, because you're going to have all these watery stools. When you get these watery cup of poop, everything we have covered is a possibility. And that's why we have to know the enterics so well. They're so common, they're isolated every single day, multiple times, out of every micro lab. Whether we're picking up E. coli's and UTIs or whatever out of salmonella, out of stool cultures, we have to know these organisms.
Which would you say is worse, getting a watery stool sample or solid?
Do what?
Which would you say is worse, getting done in a lab, watery stool sample or solid?
Well, I hate to get a solid stool sample in a cup and the diagnosis will say diarrhea. It's like, I'm not sure your definition, that does not meet mine. But
Right.
if you've got solid stool, typically that's not your problem. So why are we culturing this? Yeah. But you still gotta work it up. Actually, it's easier to work up a watery stool because you just dip the swab into the liquid and stick your plate. I mean, it's simple.
Right.
Instead of having to like,
Scoop it,
Yeah.
water it.
it's just not great.
Mm.
My dad hates this part of the job. For me.
I don't know. This is my personal thought.
We love your art. That's why we have to access it at all times.
Y'all share it.
Y'all might get me for copyright infringement for using pictures of two heavy metal bands.
Oh, they don't
If anyone can
care.
And
actually,
then I stole Lord knows how many meetings.
We don't own the rights to the PowerPoint.
And nobody owns memes. Nobody.
People put it on.
Actually, one of them did have a copyright symbol on it, so I think
The Sony.
they do.
the Sony part.
Yeah, I'll put this up.
Thanks, man.
Thank you.
We appreciate it. Thank you, good
The
sir.
age is responsible.
I had
for
fun
it,
making
so-
that last year. I kept it.
Yeah, it's awesome.
You should make
And
more.
again, that one picture, players always relevant. Come on. They're on their farewell tour right now. I probably won't get to see them.
Why?
Because why would they come to Arkansas?
Why can't you go to them?
Because he has to come here and teach us.
And I teach at National Park College. I can't afford to fly to LA to see them.
I
But
understand.
What, they're in LA?
they will.
They don't go to any other surrounding states?
Not even Dallas?
They might hit Dallas.
Okay.
Right now they're in Australia, I think.
Oh man.
We can definitely
Oh,
go
that'd be
to,
fun.
like-
I don't want to go to Australia. They got big ass spiders.
They've got big ass everything.
Everything in Australia wants you to die. So
Yeah.
That's what I said. I'm over
There
it.
is a problem with that.
Yes.
Alright.